So it's actually really cool to be sitting down here with the head honcho, Dave Dunwoody from Graphtech. And I think, you know, right from the infancy of Emerald Guitars, we've been using your nuts and saddles. So that's going right back into probably 99 or 2000.
Yep.
And I mean, when you're building a carbon guitar, it just makes sense to use a Graphtech nut, you know. And then it's kind of gone further over the years. We've been starting to use your electronics, and now your electronics kind of make the core for a lot of what we do in our pickup systems.
Yeah.
So I'm keen to hear a little bit more about your backstory.
We began the whole Ghost excursion. It was a long trip. There was we used to make our string saver saddles for a guy way back, like we're talking 35, 40 years ago. He was a guy named Mike Christian. And he was really the first guy that put a piezo in an electric guitar saddle and got a sound out of it. And so Mike took it so far, and then everything kind of dissolved. So I decided, like, it's a good idea, it's just got to get refined. We thought we're right on the right track at the start. And as we got further down and further down testing and seeing how we were going to encapsulate that crystal into the saddle, we started talking about different suppliers, and we talked with Motorola and everybody else. And there's some pickup manufacturers for acoustic stuff that they buy the sort of the scrap Motorola stuff and cut it up and use it. And then I ran into a piezo scientist. I never knew there was such a thing as a piezo scientist. And he said, you know, you really need to have a different style of piezo, because the guitar frequencies work on lower frequencies than the Motorola stuff they're using for sensors for stop lights and buzzers and whatnot like that. I said, okay, great. And he says, well, I can make you one, but you're gonna have to order 10,000 pieces. And it's just like
jump in the deep end.
Yeah, we're a small company back then, and there's 10,000 pieces, and we don't even have any sales for this. And then finally I said, okay, yeah, we'll do it. So we got them to make us 10,000 pieces, and we tried it in our saddle, and it was just like a night day difference. It was just like, oh, does that sound good?
Wow.
Like it didn't have any brittleness or harshness, and it had some bottom end.
Yeah.
It had some breath to it. We started working on the preamp, and we started working on making a smart preamp, whereas if you plug in a mono cable, both your electric guitar pickups and the acoustic from the Ghost system will go down the one cable. If you plug in a stereo cable, it'll automatically sense that and send the electric guitar signal down one cable and the acoustic out of another cable. So you can plug your electric guitar in an electric amp and your acoustic guitar into a PA or a acoustic amplifier, something full range. So now we have a sort of a smart preamp. We've got the right crystal, and we've got the right preamp, the right load going into it, and that's sort of where we really took off with it. Our first name for it wasn't the Ghost system back then, it was the Fat Ass Acoustic System, FOSS.
I remember that.
Yeah, and after we renamed it the Ghost System, you can hear it but you can't see it. And so that's basically the whole, we've expanded the Ghost system from there, where it's a plug and play where you can plug in different modules, a MIDI preamp on top of it, or all different types of switching. And you guys, you're using the MIDI cable.
Yeah, we use a MIDI.
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of it, is it's a platform that allows us to adapt it in different ways, and we use it in so many different ways across our guitar range.
Right.
Right from our basic system with just the piezos, and this guitar here's got the piezos, and we're using the second input in then for K&K Pure Minis inside and blending those. We use it in our harp guitars, we use it in our double neck guitars, we have a couple of the preamps piggyback together. Yeah. And it's just a really, really great system to be able to adapt and do a lot of really cool things. And we use the MIDI a lot, and I think this guitar really, your technology I guess enables what this guitar does, and it's to me it's been a revolution for our company. So we've got the 6 individual pickups running into the Ghost preamp. We've got a Fishman Fluence set up here running into the Ghost preamp, and then we've got the Hexpander MIDI on top of that. So essentially we have 3 guitars in one here, and then all individual volume controls, and so it's a very versatile guitar. And then because you guys were able to make these really cool individual saddles that are fully adjustable, we've been able to make an adjustable acoustic bridge.
You've come a long way in 22 years or so.
Yeah, it's great, and it's great that we've been able to, to collaborate on building the company over those years, and keep using your products for so long.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes not easy, but it's a passion that keeps you going through it, isn't it?
yeah. We definitely wouldn't be doing this long if it was just about money or anything else like that.
Yeah, no, it has to be about the fun and the expression. But yeah, it's been great to be able to get a little bit of your background and story.
Yeah, well, it's great. It's great to run into you at the NAMM 2022. Yeah,
it's good.
First one.
Yeah, it's good to get back here again after a couple of weird years.
Yeah, it's great, and it's great to see you guys, and great to see where Emerald's gone over the years.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.